Hello, the third tool out of my 5 new tools for technology that I explored was one that I sought out. I was interested in seeing what some of my classrooms were doing and what some of my teachers are doing with podcasting. And I wanted to know if there was a really basic entry level version of podcasting where students could record stories and communicate in a way that was different than typing up and doing written language. Was there a way that we could record and start at a really basic level and some basic editing before we got to some of the more complicated podcast technologies that are out there that I think would more be for some of my older students just because of the technology? So I stumbled across Vocaroo. Again, it's another one I had never heard of, hadn't even heard of this title. And it is about the most simple program that I've seen available for myself or for students. So on this main page here, I've gone to vocaroo.com. There's no account that you have to create. It works within your Chromebook or your device and literally records your story and your voice that you upload. And then afterwards, there's a few basic editing features that you can start to play around with. But this would be a really good entry point for either younger students who wanted to start to create podcasts or start to create content kind of along that vein, or for older students who are going to move on to a higher level of podcasting who wanted to start with something really basic just to kind of practice and get used to it. So without pushing the buttons and recording, what I'm doing is really simple. There's one big button on the middle of the page that you're going to click. You will start to tell your story. There's no video that's recorded with it, so it's all audio. And then you click that button when you're done, and up here underneath our little robot, you upload that. From that upload page, you can leave it as is, or you can go through and do just a few simple editing pieces, but it's very, very basic. It doesn't allow you to do a lot, which I think limiting options could be really good for some of our students. So I could see this maybe if I wanted to take some voice notes for myself, kind of at that district office level, but mainly this would be entry level for our K through 8 students for podcasting. And this is found at vocaroo.com.